I don't know who you guys are betting on for this one, but what I will say is that if Forky shows up, he wins. If he doesn't, then you've got to look out for Ricky. He's a dangerous player, very, very dangerous player. We saw that in one of the previous qualifiers. He was able to take down AlphaKep. That was right off the back of AlphaKep winning. Oh, what on earth happened here? This is a bit strange. Did Ricky just bean his kickoff? I looked away for a second. Okay, yeah, that looks like he just messed up the kickoff. I wasn't sure if he just like messed up the kickoff or if that was him like testing ping or something. Yeah, it looks like he did just completely mess it up. So a great start for Forky. Always got to be one of the players who could make that same kind of run that AJ made. Nice 50-50 by Forky. That is the second goal for him. And how big is that Forky gets a good start? This will be the first time that either... No, actually, it won't be the first time that Ricky makes it into a quarterfinal, but it would be the first time that Forky makes it into a quarterfinal in a qualifier. But, you know, 4 series away from making it into the main event. It is as simple as that for these guys. In fact, I believe Ricky would probably make it in. In fact, he would make it in if he made it to the main event, to qualifier for final. He wouldn't even need to win this qualifier. He would just get in with 15 points. But Forky does probably need to win this one. You know, finals on paper is possible, but it's very likely that we're going to have lots of people passing by that 13-point marker. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys in chat are hoping to see a Forky win. He's up against a very tough opponent in Ricky. Ricky's a player who recently switched from console, and he's been ranking up quickly. Straight into the top 100 on Steam. Obviously, I do stand by what I said pre-series, and that is that if Forky brings his A game, he is going to win against Ricky today. He's going to win against, I think, anybody in this qualifier if he brings his A game. The only player who has a similar kind of peak to what Forky's capable of is J-Russ. Also maybe a Magic Bear, because Magic Bear recently, another player who's played very well. Yeah, both of those guys have been struggling in the Salt Mine 2 qualifiers as well. It's not just been Forky who's been underperforming. Does look a bit nervous though. That was a complete miss on the ball. Forky accidentally side flipping. Ricky with a risky rebound. Does not get it done. Turtle confirmed he rigs his marble streams. I love how you guys are just like snitching on Turtle all night tonight. Like this, all you guys are doing is swinging by and talking trash about Turtle. Like, what is with that? What did Turtle do to deserve this? You guys need to all go and follow Turtle for doing a phenomenal job somehow making that. Oh, he's just hosted us as well, rated us. Thank you, Turtle. I was just talking about you and saying that I think you did a great job making that series entertaining, because I absolutely would not have been entertained if it wasn't for the cast on that one. It's hilarious. But yeah, sorry about that one, man. Sorry you had to gas Rapid's gameplay. I would never put you through that again. I hope that the rest of you, to make up for it in the rest of your Rocket League career, you never have to cast Rapid again. How nice is that? Forky just got a reset on that ball next to the ceiling. Not a lot of power on the flick, but it's still causing Ricky some problems at the near post. You never threw Mafia. I can't believe that we're still getting Mafia comments to this day. Nice demo by Ricky. Forky not looking anywhere near his best right now, and I do want to point out that's because Forky at his best is very, very good. And yeah, this has, kind of been a shaky performance so far. Ooh, not a bad shot here by Ricky. Forky with the underseer in the challenge. He did not see that touch coming. It just bobbled into the bottom corner. Johnny being a bit salty. Nah, I'm not really salty. I didn't have to cast a match. Pretty happy about that, to be honest. I'm just telling you guys how it is. I think there's a line, between making some cool content and just disrespecting your opponent. I think Rapid's on the wrong side of that line tonight. Just not showing respect to his opponent, who does deserve his respect. I mean, before today's match, Top Cheese had overall outperformed Rapid. He managed to score 4 points in a previous qual. That's better than Rapid managed to do, so Gotta take that seriously. Toxic Johnny. It's just facts, bro. Just facts. So we have an interesting game here for sure. Based on what I've seen so far, I would say I'm leaning more towards Ricky than I was pre-series because Forky has looked a bit nervous. That's a very interesting fake challenge on the back wall by Ricky, and Forky has missed the rebounds. Open net for Ricky. Forky's not putting together his finishing touches here in this game. He's had quite a few clean whiffs. Now he will have to really step things up because Ricky's been punishing him. That's much better. Can Forky put it in? Yes, he can. Consistency with the last touch. That's really what's been missing. But I'm also impressed with this touch. This is very well played by Forky to make sure that he gets that ball past Ricky. But not only that, but he also gets his car past Ricky, who could have very easily bumped him there. That's a bit careless as well by Ricky, just giving away the ball. It's kind of messed up that he didn't respect Cheese at all. Yeah, totally, man. I mean, it's a shame. Top Cheese would want to earn his way in there, not be given it. He's a competitor. 4-pinch attempt. No, actually has the read on this challenge. Really nice by Forky. I thought you would have to wait for this one, but Ricky actually moves in. Didn't have a lot of boost to do that, but Forky had his eye on him. That was really sick, actually. So he didn't have to make that play. He could have just waited and pinched that one in off the ground, but if he does see the challenge coming, obviously making a play early is good as well. Ricky's a bit shaken up by this. These are some difficult to stop offensive plays, and Forky's stepping up again, guys. Huge plays, back to back to back. Will he be able to keep it up? Ricky sends him to the back wall again. I want to see Ricky control the ball more. This is better. He's been giving away possession quite a lot in this game, and we all know that Forky does pretty well when he's given possession. You know, starts to warm up, starts to get his ball touches more accurately. Oh, there's the double reset. He's not going to get a flip into the ball again, but it doesn't matter. It's already in. As Ricky tries to challenge early and goes too low. Caught a bit of Forky, but that's all he managed to hit in the play. So, way to turn this game one around. Forky was definitely struggling at the start of this one. I don't know if it was nerves. I don't know if he just needed a little bit of time to find his rhythm. But the end of this game has been brilliant. Like, second half, just pristine from Forky. Really nice touch here as well on the rebound. Gorgeous angle from Forky there. Ricky has been shown right here that he is going to need to play significantly better in the matchup. Way, way better if he's going to win this. And yeah, just like AJ said, Forky's looking for his first quarterfinal run here. He hasn't been able to do that so far. Oh wow, it sounds like Rayleigh has forfeited his round 1 match against Fifi, so that's given Fifi the free pass into round 2 against Taroko. Yeah, AJ, I think Forky has to, well, right now making the final would do the trick, I believe. Like, if Forky makes the final of this qualifier, then he'll have 15 points. Oh no, wait, he would need Magic Bear. No, that would put him top 4. Yeah, that would work. So, I mean, as long as he wins that, it would be fine. But yeah, Ricky's going to be restarting his Rocket League, dropping all the frames, he says. Game 2. Forky versus Ricky starting right now. Apologies for the short delay. We needed to wait for Ricky to restart his game. Hopefully his frame drops issues are resolved. Didn't you wait for Elfcap to set up going into game 3 if Ricky's allowed to restart? Players are allowed 5 minutes between games to resolve issues. That is also in the rules. It's just once a game is started, will not be paused. It will not be restarted. Like, we're not replaying game 1 here. This is game 2. But yeah, between games, players are allowed to go and try and fix issues that they have, if they have any. 5 minutes maximum on that, just to make sure that we don't go over the 1 hour marker. That's a good clear by Forky. He does look like he's playing better than Ricky right now. I've seen more from Ricky in previous matches as well. I think he can step it up. Oh, Forky's just backflipped, and that is a goal for Ricky. Similar to the last game, actually. We're seeing some inconsistencies by Forky. I don't know what on earth happened here. Oh, right, okay. So he just wave dashed for absolutely no reason and then fell over. Unfortunately, that is a play I have seen from Forky in the past. Yeah, shame to Karma that she's not going to be able to cast that Rhyolite VP series. That was the only cast she was going to do today. She will be back tomorrow to cast in the last day of the NA Quals. Glad that we'll be able to have her there. Again, use that NA Casters command, guys, and click on all those links. Give all those guys follows to thank them for helping me cover these qualifiers. Great shot here by Ricky again. That's really well played. That is the sort of confidence you want to see from him. Just absolutely banging the ball on target. None of this holding back nonsense. You call that Forky's get scored on dance when he wave dashes all over the place for no reason. Obviously he's got something in mind. He's got a path in mind that he's going to go for. Oh wow, well Forky picks up a nice goal here, but off a complete misplay by both players. Tries to flick the ball top corner, ends up dodging the wrong way, and then it bounces underneath Ricky, who was reading the top corner shot. Probably a forced error if you think about it, even though Forky didn't really do anything. He just missed. He has reacted pretty well to Ricky's sneaky challenges. If nothing else today, Forky's been very quick to make moves when Ricky does try and close the distance. He's got great reaction time. And look at the placement. Off the back wall, Forky finds the angle. Seriously enjoying this tourney. Thank you for your time and effort. You're welcome, man. Like I said before, thanks to all the other casters for their time and effort. All the guys behind the scenes making this possible. Liquipedia, and on the organizational side, up and out to get the players into lobbies. There's a lot of people that you need to appreciate. And also Brian for the graphics. He's not doing text-to-speech, but he is doing graphics for these streams. Not just mine, but all the other casters as well. That's a bit slow there by Forky. You know, I was giving him some credit earlier for making quick moves whenever whenever Ricky rather tries to get a challenge in. Forky is usually able to move the ball away from him. That time he didn't have a very good angle lined up for it. Now Ricky just saved his own shot. Not entirely sure what he was thinking of there. But Forky needs to be careful. Doesn't want to just fall over again. Oh wow, gets a demo here. Looks like either player might. Double reset for Forky. He's trying to pre-flip onto it, and Ricky is going to score again. Now he wasn't too far off this. Forky did miss entirely, but it's pretty close to landing a pre-flip shot, which would have been very hard to read. But yeah, hopefully now Forky doesn't tilt too much after missing his clip. That would have been a beautiful goal, but doesn't happen. Shout out to the observer that demoed Rapid. Wait, who did that? Did Turtle and Terrence would have been the only people in this game, in that game, surely. I must have missed that. Was that right at the end of the game? I had already left to come back onto my stream by then. Direct air double by Forky, and Ricky can't save it. Terry the Savage. Terry just doing what everybody wants to do. Yeah, shout out to Terry for that as well. It's off his admin work this weekend. This whole week, rather, I should say. I like the adaptation. I always like the adaptation by Forky. He never did the same shot twice, really. I don't think he knows how to do the same shot twice, because he just always ends up in such random positions. Half the time that Forky jumps into the air, I don't even know if he has a plan or if he's just like jumping and then seeing what happens. I mean, when he's in his full flow state, that really is likely. Yeah, 2 easy counterattack goals for Ricky. Neither of these had a lot of work involved by him. It's just waiting to see if Forky will miss. And it reminds me of a Fairy Peak quote from back in the day. You know, talking about his matchups with Devo in the past. He said, you know, playing Devo, you just sit in goal, and then Devo touches the ball a bunch of times, and then it either ends up in your goal, or you get a free counter attack because he misses. You know, that's pretty much what it's like playing against Forky these days. You just sit in goal and hope that he doesn't hit his clip, because if he does, you're not saving it. That's just the way it is. Who won the J-Ross J-Bot game 1, by the way? I didn't get to catch the end of it. I know J-Bot was winning by a goal when I left it. Forky playing pretty efficient with his boost here. Ricky respected the counter attack, did not go for the boost seal. He doesn't have much of an angle to work with here with this reset. Forky might get a counter attack of his own. He's somewhat tripped up Ricky there, but Ricky actually recovered really well. Now Forky's got to be careful. He is half leaving his net open. Is J-Bot the RLCS caster? No, he's a different person. J-Bot and JamesBot. Often getting confused. Both players know that pinch is dangerous in that position. Ricky manages to block it with one of his own. It's a better game for Ricky overall, but how much of a say has he really had in that? I wouldn't say much. It's mostly just Forky missing shots and giving him goals. So, you know, in some ways it's just Forky versus Forky here. But Ricky's scored some bangers as well in this tournament. He can do it. Showing a lot of respect to Forky's flip reset there. Ricky takes the fast line to the goal, and that is wide open. Forky punished for the boost seal. Perfect play by Ricky. He saw Forky going for the boost seal, and he just went straight for the ball. 1 goal lead for not Forky. But with that kickoff going his favor, it is absolutely winnable. That shot is not good enough. However, he might be able to do something with the follow-up, and Ricky's out of the game. Good control by Forky on the 50-50. Just jumped completely in the way of this one. Really good block. Very impressive stuff. 18 seconds to go. How do I think Forky versus Jorias would go? I think Jorias would probably sweep Forky. But, you know, if Forky shows up and absolutely brings his best game, then he could probably take it to game 5, or, you know, take it all the way. But either way, even if Forky's the best version of himself, I think Jorias still beats him, if I'm honest with you. Jorias is just as flippy these days as Forky is, but better in defense and much smarter. And probably less tiltable, although Jorias is becoming quite associated with tilting these days. Ooh, Forky actually going to play risky here. He wants the 0-second goal for himself, but he is off to a pretty good start. That is looking dangerous, and it's going in. Forky hangs on with 0 boost in defense, and then air dribbles from inside his own half to take it on 0 seconds. Way to clutch it up. Forky up 2-0 now in the series. That is huge for the fan favorite. Ricky will be kicking himself. He could have just gone for overtime here. Could have easily taken overtime at some point, but it's tempting. It's always so tempting. When you know your opponent is on low boost, you think, I'm just going to hit that ball on net. Maybe they mess it up. Oh, that looks like I might be able to, you know, slam it in, and then they save it, and you regret all of your life decisions up until that point. But it's still not over for Ricky. He is on 9 points overall in the standings, so he makes it past Forky. He's just pretty much 1 series away from guaranteeing his tournament, his main event spot. Forky, meanwhile, needs to go all the way to the final. A much harder job. But based on the fact that Forky's ahead by 2, I would say that Ricky has the harder task, obviously, to qualify for the main event. Forky not only putting on a show at the end of game 1, but clutching it up in game 2 as well. He's showing up at the end of these games. What decal does Forky have? I think it's the Interstellar decal, if I'm not mistaken. Is it? Let me know in chat if I'm correct there. I'm really not sure. I'm not very good at my decal knowledge in Rocket League. J-Ross won game 2 decided series. So it's 1-1 J-Ross J-Bot. Winner of that series will play against the winner of this one tomorrow in the quarterfinal. I think that Forky and Ricky would rather play against J-Bot there, but J-Ross hasn't been all that consistent in this tournament either, so definitely could go either way. I think that J-Ross tilts Forky though. Does anybody remember the Forky vs J-Ross series from the Salt Mine last year? Did Forky get tilted? I think he might have. They played each other twice. They played each other in league play, and they also played each other in the Gauntlet. J-Ross won the Gauntlet game. I don't remember who won the league game. But yeah, both those guys have got the same mechanics, so it's a great series on paper. Forky vs Chicken at that time. Chicken did tilt Kronovi a lot. That was some really good salt by Kronovi. You know, I'm loving the tweets basically of players in the Salt Mine. We don't get the chat obviously because doing it live, we just can't have that risk of somebody saying something stupid on stream and ruining the day for everybody. But yeah, Kronovi does know how to deliver salt. It was premium, absolutely premium. I was impressed. I was very impressed. More impressed than I am with that decision by Ricky to go for a slow-mo air dribble against Forky, who does not miss the open net in reverse this time. He is back in the game. It was entertaining and appreciated. My thoughts exactly, Matt. And that's why I'm so disappointed that Tho deleted his tweet earlier. I couldn't believe that. He hit us with some premium salt on Twitter right after rage quitting his game. And then he deleted the tweet for some reason. Even though it was salt quality content. Worse. Is this like what Forky's chat is like these days? When he concedes, everybody spams worse. When he scores, everybody spams better. And winnable, yeah. These are all Forkyisms for sure. I've noticed that one as well. Oh, that's a phenomenal challenge. Look at Ricky's speed into the position this time. That's a hard read. I actually hit the challenge so hard that he couldn't catch up with it. Winnable. I don't say winnable. I say winnable. What, do you guys say winnable? Who says winnable? Winnable is Spuda? Oh dear, Ricky's accuracy letting him down here. Forky needs to step up the offense in this game. Well, you guys are saying that I'm saying win a bowl? I'm not saying win a bowl. I'm saying winnable. It's totally different. Forky doesn't like being boost starved. This is not where he wants to be. There we go, he's back with 100. Will he go for the demo? Yes, he will. Those of you who watch him know that this is one of his favorite plays when his opponent's just chilling behind the ball. Forky's taking the scenic route here. Looks like we might have an air dribble. No, he's going to go back in field, actually, after realizing that Ricky's in front of him. Good bump, though, by Ricky. Really good outcome for him in this play. Forky might be in trouble here. Ricky had a much better read on this Forky's game in Game 4. Much better read on Forky's play. Some of Ricky's challenges have been really impressive in this game. There are bowls to be won. Not that I know of, but I might be wrong. Will Forky be able to clutch it up at the end of this game? This would definitely be the most impressive ending to a game if he can come back and win this one. I think, you know, all of you who are new to watching Ricky play, this is a good showcase for what he's capable of. This game number 3. Oh, is he bumping Forky? Does Forky somehow save this? That's a really good exchange by both players. I like the strategies. Now here comes Forky. Has his flip available, and another one, but he scoops right underneath the ball. Not getting much height on this one. And Ricky will take a 5th goal. It's a bit too much there for Forky, I think. Too difficult even for him to put on target. Wait, did I say Game 4? Yeah, maybe just leaking the script a little bit. We are absolutely headed to Game 4. This continues as is. Forky going to try and get in Ricky's face at the end of this game and make something happen. That's a really good opportunity, but he hits the bar with that one as well. Finishing touch missing for Forky time and time again in this game. Thanks for staying up at 3 AM to give this content. You're welcome, man. I've changed my sleep schedule around to make it easy for me to do this. It's really not a problem. I know you guys are showing your appreciation, and I appreciate your appreciation, but it is not a problem. Willing to do again. You know, this isn't an experience I'm regretting at all. I'm having a great time staying up late, streaming at a time that's suitable for the NA players. I know it would be hard for some of the US West guys to compete if we didn't do late qualifiers like these, so that's why we're doing it. Who has better mechanics between Forky and Astral? Astral. Next question. Don't lie, you didn't change your sleep schedule. It's always been weird. It's always been weird, but I did change it. I did have to stay up extra late. Because usually I'll go to sleep at like 3, maybe 4. But now I'm going to sleep at 6 a.m. Forky fanboy's mauling right now. I mean, it's just true though. Astral's mechanics are better. The only players who I think of mechanics as good as Astral are Alpha 54, First Killer, and maybe Jarius. And I'm saying maybe because he's here, so we have to, you know, we have to tone down his ego a little bit. Justin? Nah. Close though, close. Close. I know you guys are gonna be mad that I don't include Justin in that list, but I mean, these guys are just more impressive to me recently. Nice demo there by Forky. I mean, if you guys want to be even more mad, I think Justin might not even be top 2 NA. Just to make you even more mad. I think Justin's mechanics right now are 3rd in North America. How you like them apples? I think he's the 3rd to someone else. First Killer is my number 1 for NA. You guys can guess who number 2 is. Well, you can try. And then I put Justin at 3. You guys can give it a go. You can try guess. Sipical? No, not Sipical. Not Forky. Not AJ. Somebody got it. Yeah, Atomic. I've got Atomic at number 2. But yeah, I wouldn't put Sipical after that, actually. I think Sipical's mechanics are really good, but he is also just a really intelligent player. That's something that impressed me about Sipical. He's just so smart. He's got the brains of the operation. Magic Bear? Nah. I'd put AJ like above Magic Bear. Com? Nah, bro. Com's got like some really good moves, but there's more to mechanics than flip resets and fancy flicks. You know, if somebody can just like the mechanics that I'm most impressed with are just things like shot power and fluidity of movement. Those are the 2 things I'm really looking out for when I'm thinking of mechanics. Like, just how cleanly does somebody hit the ball on average, and just how much momentum are they able to conserve as they move around the field. That's mechanics. I don't really care so much about flip resets and flicks, other things that other people might think of when you say the word mechanics. For me, the most impressive mechanics are just movement and ball striking. They're the 2 that matter most. Oh, this is nice though from Forky. Oh, he got the ideal first flip reset on that one. Well, the second touch was not what he was looking for. Squishy, I'm not gonna lie, I've not even seen Squishy play much recently because I didn't watch any of the, what do you call it? Other community tournaments. I kind of took a break from watching Rocket League after doing Fusion because I knew that Salt Mine was coming up and I would have to, you know, put a lot of work into that. So I didn't really have time to watch, but I didn't really want to watch the other community tournaments that were happening. I tried to like go easy on the Rocket League content consumption for a bit, just so I would be fully ready and prepared for Salt Mine when it came around. So yeah, last time I saw Squishy play was when he got clapped by Sharp, so he doesn't really come into my mind when I'm thinking mechanics right now, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I might be biased to ones players when I'm thinking of mechanics for sure. I'm remembering more like the most clear 3 series Serai that I'm thinking of are Spring Series and RLCS. Those are very vivid in my mind, but yeah, there's been big NA tournaments about Brawl, Iconium Covert, and I'm forgetting one as well. What else has been happening in NA besides those 2 tournaments recently? I think maybe it's just those two. Yeah, they're the two. They're the two like community tournaments that happen for North America, the Brawl and Coda and Covert. I didn't get to watch those games, so I was just kind of detoxing from Rocket League between running 2 massive tournaments myself. But yeah, obviously, Atomic, monster, absolute monster mechanically. He's like First Killer 2.0 for me. It's like the second coming of First Killer. So they're the top 2 for me. And then that's why I go Justin number 3. Yeah, don't mull too much, guys. It's just my opinion. You're allowed to think that whoever you want has the best mechanics. Like, you don't need to get upset just because I don't agree with you. Second Killer. Oh, that's good. I didn't think of that. Who wrote that first? That's pretty funny. So nice little fake challenge there by Forky. Manages to turn this play around, and he's got the ideal setup again. Loads of boost left over. Reset landed, and you know, the fact that he's missing occasional resets seems to help him out because he has Ricky's respect, obviously. And then if he misses one, Ricky's completely sold on Forky hitting the reset and ends up diving past the ball and almost missing. Yeah, I like players who hit the ball hard. It's true. Those like that to me, like hitting the ball hard and, like I said already, driving fast around the field and just not losing momentum and not wasting boost while you do it. Those are the most important mechanics. You don't need to do anything fancy. Just hit the ball hard and be quick. Forky throw. It was questionable for sure. Good boost steal though with the pre-flip. Forky has had numerous chances in this game, but he just can't get a shot on target in all these plays. He is failing with the last touch. It's the complete opposite of games 1 and 2. Now that is over Ricky. Ricky manages to get back to it though and sends us into game 5. Can you believe it? After clutching the first 2 games, playing so well at the end of both of them, Forky has somehow ended up in a game 5 against a super dangerous opponent who are the best in EU. Astral and Alpha. If we're talking EU server, I'd say the top 3 mechanics are Astral, Alpha, and Ahmad. But that's, again, just my opinion. But yes, a lot of people won't consider the Middle East guys EU, so I thought sometimes when you hear me say my top 3, it will be different. I won't include Ahmad because he is Middle East, but he plays on EU server, so I put him in the same like grouping in my head. Yeah, I thought I'd have Jory as 4th actually, but yeah, somebody asked me for EU earlier. Depends if you're asking EU or EU server. Okay, it's looking bad for Forky, guys. He had quite a lot of time on that ball, but just didn't really do anything with it. And then in comes Ricky with a strong 50-50. And he is looking like the favorite in this matchup now. Forky trying to play the ball here despite the fact that he has very little boost. And it's going to be another goal for Ricky because of it. Forky needs to just stay calm here. He is trying way too hard to dictate the flow of the game even when he doesn't have the boost advantage. If he's forcing the issue, he's going to get punished over and over again. Forky versus himself, I said earlier, but obviously Ricky is playing very well right now. Bump coming in for Forky. He air dribbles into the bar. That is not what Forky wants to see. It's not what all the Forky fans want to see. But can Ricky stay consistent? He's already won a game 5 in this tournament against Alpha Kep, so we've seen him do it before. That is some juicy placement though by Forky. Ricky with a compliment in the quick chat. Is Forky just going to leave that nice shot hanging? Maybe he's turned off his quick chat. Maybe he's just like full focus mode right now. So that was a really nice shot. Really, really well done. Forky on the back foot again. As Ricky wins a kickoff, Forky just can't catch a break here. Still got a lot of time left. He just needs to stay focused, just needs to calm down. He doesn't need to force anything yet. Just wait for the chances to come. He got a lucky trip on Ricky there. Should be a goal. Forky is going to make sure of it. Actually put it pretty close to Ricky in the process. But that little trip in the back corner gets him 1 goal back. You know, maybe that makes up for the You know what some people will call bad luck that he had before losing a kickoff goal. Obviously, there is no luck involved in kickoffs. Some people would consider it so, though. Forky trying to keep this ball under control. Doesn't want to give it back to Ricky. Ricky might actually have conceded it to him. Forky wisely just leaves that one. Earlier in the game, we might have seen him just make a play on that ball with no boost. Now he just lets it go. Great read. What a touch by Forky as well. Ricky completely denied as he comes off the wall. Just way too slowly. Forky steps in. And that kind of hard read has got to be good for his confidence. That's going to make him feel a lot better about this matchup. Good save as well. Ball's bouncing pretty far. Forky's right there with it. Chips it. Just off target, I think. Forky's looking for the top corner there. But once again, he's beaten Ricky to the punch. Has he got the rebound? Yes, he does. Forky is stepping up in Game 5 from 3-1 down. He gets the nice little counter-attack goal, followed by 2 goals in a row, where he just straight up beats Ricky to the ball. Hard reads Ricky's position. But Ricky's still putting threatening shots on target. That's a good save by Forky. A better shot by him. Oh, what a save by Ricky. Actually sticking it off the joint of his own crossbar. But Forky is going to try and keep the pressure on here. Doesn't want to give Ricky time to grab boost. Forky needs to avoid 50-50s while he does this though. He doesn't want 50-50s. That'll just give Ricky the time that he needs to restock on boost, which he does not have yet. Now he will. He'll have to defend against another Forky aerial play. Running out of boost, but Forky gets it on target. Ricky with a save. Love that positioning by Ricky, and I think he's done enough here. He missed? Ricky will get the boost steal, but that is some really, really poor accuracy by him. Looks like Forky's comeback has him rattled as well. Forky pinches it forwards. It's really not going anywhere though. Ricky gives it straight back. Both these guys are being a bit careless with their possession. Forky again not looking for 50-50s. He only wants clean beats, but he might have passed it to Ricky here. And I don't think Ricky's going to miss this one. Surely he's on target with it. He is. And it's a very nice shot actually in off the post. Ricky has equalized. What a series between these two. There's been some big plays. There's been some throws. They're both still in it. Forky from the kickoff has Ricky on the back foot. Good initial save by Ricky and a nice follow-up as well. Forky not doing a good job playing keep away here. Does get a free shot on it and it's well hit. Top shelf shot from Forky. How good is that accuracy? How important is it that Forky hits an accurate shot like that in a series where his accuracy has been letting him down time and time again? Good recovery by Forky. Should be okay here as he comes off the back wall. Ricky does not have any boost to punish him. Pinch shot for Forky. Is that bouncing in off the wall? Oh, it's over the bar. Really hard pinch there by Forky. Would have actually gone in if it was lower, funnily enough. The bounce off the corner wall was the good angle. Now Ricky wanting an aerial play of his own. Late reset on it. Forky's right there to deny him. Now he's got an open goal here if he pops it off the wall. He takes too long though. Will he be able to air dribble on target? Dunks it right into Ricky. Forky can just play the clock here. He's missed the ball. And Ricky, I think, he has missed it as well. Ricky's open net accuracy is letting him down. This was such an opportunity. Forky just drove straight past the ball there. And somehow Ricky sent it off target. Now he's on the back foot. Game of throws is currently happening. Ricky trying to get back into it. Forky got to be looking for the demo here. He's chased Ricky away from it. 22 boost and a dream. He just wants this game to be over at this point. Ricky from the near post. Forky with a save. And now he has absolutely nothing left. Another save on the goal line. Ricky's also boost starved. Both players completely unable to accelerate this play. But can Forky get rid of the danger? I think he's just about done it. Nice mechanics in the corner to keep up the momentum. Oh, Forky sent it on his own goal though. Pre-flip to save it. He is pulling out all the stops. And he's done it somehow. Forky has hung on. I don't know what we just saw at the end of this game. But Forky has he's just snuck out the win there against a super dangerous opponent. Ricky played so well at times here. But at other times, both these guys were just absolutely throwing the match back and forth. Forky giving away possession, missing the ball completely. Ricky missing open nets. Then right at the end of the game here, Forky nearly owned goal, but with the crazy pre-flip, sent the ball away from danger and wins in Game 5. That is absolutely insane. Absolutely ridiculous. Between these two, I don't even know what to say. Great script, thank you. Guys, looks like we are going to have Game 5 between JRuss and JBot. The only other match that's happening right now. I'm casting Sharif versus Bruno in 16 minutes time. We also have Taroko versus Fifi on Chronobi's stream in 16 minutes time.